Hey friends, I'm John Laspina, your carnivore teacher. Today talking to you about elimination diet. What is an elimination diet? When you have an issue in your body, you might have an autoimmune issue, you may have something that you're not pleased with or you're having a problem with, and much of the time it is food related. Much of the time it is diet related. It's one of the pet peeves I have about doctors when you go into the doctor's office. That should be their first question is, what are you eating these days? Describe your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What are you putting into your body? Through the answers, the doctor should be able to see something, to discover a possible side effect in your health, whether it's a skin issue or something going on in your body. But they don't ask that, and I don't know why. They're used to studying how to prescribe a certain medicine for a certain issue, and they're basically drug dealers. No offense to any doctors out there, but I think you understand that doctors should be diagnosing you, and a lot, not all, but a lot of issues that you might be dealing with are usually the food that you're eating. It's coming from the food you're eating. So one of the best ways to fix a problem that you might be having is to do an elimination diet. And the best elimination diet is the lion diet. Take every single thing out of your food. Your coffee, your sugar, your starch, your carbs, all processed food, all dairy, all eggs and cheese, everything, all pork, and just eat fatty red meat, salt, and water for 90 days, 60 to 90 days. If you do that and your problem goes away, it was the food that you were eating. It was something in the food that you were eating. So the elimination diet is you eliminate everything except fatty red meat, which can be beef or lamb, salt, and water. Then once you've eliminated your skin problem or whatever the problem is that you're experiencing, you very, very carefully and slowly add one item back in. So let's say you add eggs back in, a whole egg. Take the beginning of the week and add an egg and observe your body, and do that for maybe a few days to a week. If you still do not have any of the bad symptoms, then egg can stay. Egg was not the cause of your problems. Then the next week, you can add something else that you used to eat. Maybe add pork. A lot of meat that comes from the pig can cause people some issues. So add some bacon, add some pork chops, add some pork loin, something. Add some pork for a week or so, slowly, and observe your body. Observe your symptoms. See if the same symptoms are starting to come back. And if they don't, you now have fatty red meat, salt, water, eggs, and pork. Now, maybe add some dairy. Add some hard cheeses like Parmesan cheese, some goat cheese. Maybe drink a little bit of whole milk, maybe a little kefir or yogurt, something that is dairy. Add it slowly. Watch, observe your body for the week and see if any of the symptoms start coming back. If they do come back, you pinpointed it. It was the dairy, and you need to keep dairy out of your life. But if you still don't have any symptoms that were bad, you've now added pork and egg and dairy to your meat, salt, and water. Now you can add poultry. I mean, it doesn't matter what order you do it, but you do it one at a time, very slowly over weeks. One food per week to let your body adjust to the new food. And if there's going to be a negative side effect, it will present itself during that week. If it does not present itself during that week, you keep adding something else in. Fish. Add some sardines, some mackerel, some herring, some tuna, some salmon, some anchovies, some shrimp, clams, mussels, oysters. If you love that stuff like I do, add it and watch your body over the week. Slowly. Everything is slowly. If you still have no symptoms at all, you have just now eliminated basically everything except red meat, lamb, pork, poultry, fish, and eggs. You added dairy, you added maybe butter, you added ghee, you added things to see if your body will react. And if you can pinpoint specifically what's doing it to you, you just make sure that that's the item you keep out of your body because you have a reaction to it. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Now, what is it that usually causes a reaction in people? It's something from the plant kingdom. All plants, vegetables, fruits, their nuts and seeds, they all, every single one, has anti-nutrients in them. Some are minimal, some are moderate, some are very high. They are oxalates, lectins, phytates, saponins, salicylates. The list goes on and on. People respond and react, their body, their emotions, their mind, very differently to these anti-nutrients. Some people have a high tolerance and they can tolerate these things and they can have some nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables in their life. But a lot of people realize they find out exactly what it was that caused them their physical problem. If you're not doing carnivore like I advocate, if you're doing ketovore or keto and you want to add some lettuce, you want to add some tomato, you want to add some cucumber, you want to add some bell pepper, you want to add some asparagus or some broccoli, like I said before, 1 week at a time, add one of those items per week and observe your body. Guarantee you will probably pinpoint one of those plants was causing you a problem. I have a friend that had eczema all over his skin. It was getting so bad. And what changed was he was doing a lot of avocado oil, cooking with avocado oil, eating lots of avocados during the day. That was one major diet change that happened over COVID. And all of a sudden, realized that he had to do a process of elimination. Didn't know what on earth was causing all these problems. Was it his detergent from the washing machine? Was it the soap he was using? Was it the deodorant he was using? Was it stress? Was it anxiety? Which food of all the foods was it? Did an elimination diet and took everything out and very slowly added things in and pinpointed it was the avocado that was causing the eczema. And as soon as he stopped all avocado and avocado oil, it calmed down and the eczema started to go away. So whatever your issue is, if you have arthritis, if you have skin problems, acne, eczema, if you have joint pain, muscle pain, cramps, problems with your bowels, whatever, an allergic reaction to something, process of elimination, an elimination diet is the way to go. And all doctors should be advising patients to do this, to pinpoint and find the culprit. What food is doing this to you? And usually, not all the time, but usually it's a plant. And if it's not the plant, it could be the egg white part of the egg, it could be pork, or it could be dairy. Those tend to be problem areas for some people. That's why fatty red meat, salt and water is step one, and you do that for 60 to 90 days. I know it sounds difficult, but you get used to it. You will, in the process, by the way, if you have to lose weight, will lose a ton of weight. You will get lean, you will get fit, you will feel great. You'll be like, whoa, this lion diet, I don't think I want to go back and eat all those other foods. I feel fantastic on this way of eating. But you may miss those foods and you want to add them in one at a time to find out what the problem is. So that's an elimination diet, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend it if you're having a problem with something. It is time consuming. You need a giant dose of vitamin P. Patience. 60 to 90 days is a long time of just eating fatty red meat, salt, and water. After that time and you've cleansed the body of all the toxins, then you slowly add one food per week back in to pinpoint the problem. And it works. It works for many people, but you've got to put the time and effort in to do it, and it is time consuming, and you have to be patient and don't cheat, because you're only cheating yourself if you do that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked this message and this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you'll share this video with other people. We can help people if they get this message and they can try it. A lot of people are suffering out there. And just having the knowledge gives you the power to heal. It really does. Have a great day.